A few days ago, I made a decision to lock myself away in a room with nothing but a workstation and a small amount of money I had made online. I just have a few $100s to my name, but my ultimate goal is to build a seven-figure online business. I'm a year and a half out of uni, a normal boy with a big dream. I think from school, we're naturally wired to follow the rules, show up when we're told to, do the work, and never ask questions. But deep down, I was always curious and wanted more. I could never fit in the crowd. No matter how much I tried, I always stood out. I was never great at following instructions. I preferred to do my own thing, figure it out, even if this wasn't the right way. Growing up, I had and still have a very keen liking towards art. And I don't mean painting, I'm an actor at heart. Growing up like any other kid, I too would imagine myself in place of the hero and imagine myself being on stage and receiving awards and thanking my director, cast, and my family. Apart from acting, I had also developed another talent, singing. Starting off as a bathroom singer, paying more attention to the notes and pitch change, I started to understand the tricks and skill behind music. And thus, I believed I could become an actor and a singer. Years went by, and here I was in my first year of my master's in the UK, working a part-time job as a server at a restaurant. Soon I figured out that a corporate job isn't my destiny. I am made for something bigger. That's when I decided to pursue acting and singing back in my home country, India. I was planning to move into the city they call the City of Dreams, Mumbai, to finally go and give it my best shot. During that year, I'd started to post content and even got to certain milestones. 3.5 million views on a parody video I had made. That feeling was euphoric, and I was getting ready for my big break. Weeks went by and I kept creating content, but I was still missing something in life. Even though I was blessed with such good results, I felt out of place. Soon, I realized what was bothering me. It was life. Even though the life of a content creator sounds so amazing. Behind the camera, most of them feel like they aren't fulfilling their destiny, at least I did. And so I stumbled upon what I like to call the internet money era. Watching young teenagers making money online had me in shock. I was shocked to see boys 2 years younger than me driving Lambos, flying private, and retiring their parents. I remember saying to myself, I want to do that, and I will do it. And so I immersed myself in watching online business content and money-making models. Months went by. I was at the end of my master's and still hadn't figured out what I wanted to do. On one hand, I wanted to pursue my dream, but on the other, I wanted to become a millionaire. But while I was dreaming of those scenarios, life had another plan for me. The pressure really started to begin. I had two choices. Either I stay back in the UK and look for a corporate job, or go back and figure out what I really want to do. All the people around me had already been looking for and landing jobs. And there I was, a boy with no plan, unemployed, with a dream no one believed they could achieve. And so I decided to move back home and lock myself in until I figure out a way to make $1 million. And so with that, my search began. I looked up to people who are online, who were young and have built successful businesses. I studied them. What did they do? What did they all have in common? How did they get to where they are today? And what says that I can't do the same? I knew that if I wanted to get to where I wanted to be, I had to do things differently. I wanted to make money, and I also wanted to improve in every aspect of my life. But what I lacked was a path to follow. No people around me had done what I wanted to do. I was stuck, with no idea of how to be an entrepreneur. And so I did what I could and started reading and watching podcasts of people who were already successful in life. The goal wasn't to just absorb all the information, it was to try and walk in their footsteps. Watching them, I realized what I lacked. It was vision and foundation. And so, in pursuit of both of those, I started hitting the gym and studying the business model that I want to pursue. Some of the people I admired had online stores on which they sold products. They called it dropshipping. And that was the day when I said to myself, if they could, why can't I? So this naturally became my first goal. Why not create my own dropshipping brand from scratch? I simply didn't overthink it. The very next day, my pursuit had begun. The very next day, I started learning what is dropshipping. I started watching YouTube videos all day and all night long, listening to success stories and manifesting it for myself. I dreamt about it so hard that I could taste the success even before I got to get my hands on one. And that was where I put the last 12 months, day and night, which brings us to today. After spending months on it, I'll be taking you through my journey, sharing the ups and downs. And if you know anything about entrepreneurship, there's going to be a lot of downs. So buckle up. It's going to be a rocky road ahead. So I suggest you sit back and relax to watch a movie, which I call OG's Road to $1 Million, where I turn my delusion into reality.